Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the honors, the praises, the glory belongs to my Lord and Savior. His name is Yahweh by Sham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Muhammad Kodash. Honors to the apostles that are in the Holy Spirit, and to the hopeful elect across the globe, and to the few, very few, brothers and sisters listening and learning in the hopes of being saved within these last days. Abad Shaitan, Abad Adawam. Right? That means destroy Adawam, Edom, right? And the wicked, okay? And so lucky I just had to find a little nice spot of shade and so forth. Remember, it's a spiritual battle. And if you're on this so-called program, so-called targeted program, you have to do, brothers have to do what they have to do to survive. Because, bro, these people don't care about you, bro. If you were to drop dead right now, they would throw a party. So do what you have to do to maintain, look after your health, do what you have to do, right? Because, bro, these people don't care about you, bro. They don't. But we're going to just go into the spirit. I mean, while we're speaking about that, we might as well speak on narcissism, because it does all tie in with the Bible. And we're going to get a few scriptures upon it, right? 5-6 years ago, I never knew about the words narcissism, never had a clue what it was, right? Until I started to notice certain behaviors of people and how this, well, who called it narcissism? The doctors, because the doctors like to put labels and everything so they can give you a medical, so they could give you a, what's it? They could give you some, medication for it. But narcissism, no medication can fix that. Why? Because it's a spiritual thing. And what's narcissism? It's basically people that are very insecure, people that can't control, regulate their emotions. They can't regulate their emotions. So they push their baggage on others, people that are mentally strong, and they look for mentally strong people, or they look for people that are more like Rem, weak, because misery loves company. This is what they have not told you. I don't know if they teach this in your schools as well about narcissism. It's a very, because guess what? They're the ones that keep things in order. So a lot of your Masons, a lot of the people that run this program, a lot of the people that stalk people, they have something called NPD, which is narcissistic personality disorder. Because only someone that has that disorder can do such a thing like that. Okay, we're going to bring out the scriptures. Let's go to Proverbs 15 and 15. Actually, 14 and 15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. So if you're simple, you're going to believe in every word, and you're going to believe in every word that a person tells you, because you're gullible, right? Bro, someone can't come to me about someone else and tell me something. No, I need to see it for myself, right? But this is why you have a term also called flying monkeys. Now, the flying monkeys, right, they're controlled by the head narcissist, because there's levels to this. You have a head narcissist, and these people, they're the type of people that run businesses, run economies, and run cults. So you have a head narcissist, and the reason why his head is he's not powerful in terms of righteousness or nothing. It's because he's able to fool people, he's able to deceive people. He has the gift of gab, right? So you have a head narcissist, and this head narcissist, what he does, he uses slander, he mimics, he envies. These are people that have low self-esteem. But he needs idiots and flying monkeys to believe him, right? And because he has a reputation, in other words, he knows a lot of people, right? But he's given power because people give this person power. Okay. A wise man fareth and departed from evil. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to fear the Lord Yahweh Shai, and we're going to depart from evil. Because that's the beginning of wisdom. All right? That's the beginning of wisdom. Okay? And if a narcissist can't get to you, listen, I'm breaking this thing down properly. If a narcissist can't get to you, guess what he'd do? Bro, he'd send people your way to find out what you're doing, who you're in connections with. He will lie. John 10 and 10. The thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But I am come that they might have life and have it more abundantly. The thief come to steal, kill, and destroy. That sums up a narcissist for you. Right? This is deeper than just that word. It's tied in with a spirit. Guess what spirit is tied in with? You wouldn't believe it. Guess what principality? Jezebel. Jezebel. Read about Jezebel. Woman. Was she somewhat powerful? Yeah, she had men underneath her. She had about 430 men of Baal. She was a high-level queen witch, basically. Now, yeah, this was a woman. But this spirit operates within men as well. I should say so-called men. These are effeminate men that have not regulated their emotions. So the spirit, if you're noticing these things, yeah, it's a Jezebel spirit. It's a principality, right? Now, the best thing to do with this spirit is you pray against it because you know where it's coming from. It's coming from Jezebel. It's a principality. Have you not? We're going to get into it. Maybe just... And it says, Baba Kishar, a wise man feareth and departeth from evil, but the fool rageth and is confident. And one thing you got to notice with the personalities of these people, they tend to rage a lot. And there's different... They rage because, remember, false persona they have. This persona, they have a different persona for different people they meet, depending on the situation, right? So, if you come with truth, right? Remember, these people, they do things based on lies. They have false persona. So if you come with truth, that shines light on their darkness, and therefore they become very enraged. You ever heard that term, narcissist rage? And that's what happens. Yes, they can be very dangerous. These are people that will slit your throat and say, oh, I don't know what happened, with a smile on their face. These are very dangerous people. Do you understand? And the worst thing, they also have a network. We're not talking about one or two. Narcissists have a network because these people think alike. Borderline psychopaths. Borderline. Some will say sociopaths. No, they're psychopaths. They're psychopaths. These are people that will smile in your face, make you a coffee, but shit in the coffee. Excuse my language. I say, how did you like the taste of that coffee? This is the type of people you're dealing with. That's why I say, I always say this, get out the way. Get out the way. Because these people, they're going to destroy each other. But they're looking for a scapegoat. They're looking for someone to blame. Why? Because they've done a lot of things to other people. So they're always looking over their shoulder. Bro, I'm explaining this, man. You need to hear this. So they're always looking over their shoulder because they know they've done so many people evil, and that's going to come back to them. So they need someone to push that sin or that trauma upon. All right? And it says, he that is soon angry dealeth foolishly. That's why they do foolish things. Because they're impulsive. And yeah, a lot of this stems from childhood trauma. They were not raised properly. All right? Or they were, mollycoddled. Or their father or their mother was the same way. So they taught them how to be. Because when I see this personality type, it's very petulant, it's very spoiled, it's very childish. All right? What does a child do when a child don't get its way? Starts to stamp his feet and cry and throw, temper tantrums. Mommy! It's like they fucking grow up, man. You got grown-ass, so-called grown-ass men in their 20s, their 30s, and their 40s that act that way. What does a child do when their child doesn't get his way? Slams the door, sits in a naughty corner. What happens when a child cries? Right? Why does a child cry? A lot of the time, you know when a child falls down and you're like, like a child might fall, bang his knee, and you jump to that straight away, the child will start crying because you're giving into it. And what's the first thing the child will do? The child will look at you to see your response. Listen to what I'm saying. When a child falls over, it immediately looks at the mother or the father to see your response. And if you act, so I'm like, oh no, the child will start crying. If you were say, I've seen it. If you were like, yeah, you're strong, you handled that well, it won't start crying. So it's based on a reaction. Narcissists do things based on reactions. Because they're like children that never grew up. They needed attention. Right? They weren't shown the love that they should have been shown. I know I should be a psychologist. I don't know. Is there courses on psychology? This is the mind state of these people. Very shallow. Very shallow. Very weak. But they come across, but they come across a certain way to people because it's a fake persona. But once you have this truth, you're able to rip off that mask. And that's why they get very, very angry, very aggressive. You stay away from people like that. Right? So we was on Proverbs, right? 14 and 17. He that is soon angry dealeth foolishly, and a man of wicked devices is hated. So it says a man of wicked devices is hated. That word for device in the Hebrew, I believe, is mashama. Mashama, which is plan, plot. And these people, guess what they would do? They would plot and scheme behind your back as well. And they're so flipping wicked. Guess what these people would do as well? You know, they would follow you to a location. Right? You know, they would follow you to a location. This is the type of things these people do. Right? You know, when you talk about perverts, mass murderers and so forth, it's narcissists. Right? Stalkers. That's narcissists because they have that particular trait. You see what I'm saying? So we got to pray against that spirit, man. They seek to cause confusion. They seek to manipulate. Right? And a lot of them, guess what they're into? Most, not all. New Age. Witchcraft, some type of witchcraft. And they will pay other people to trap. Bro, I hope you got your pen and your pads and you're writing this down. Because I know people struggle with this as well. I've watched certain videos on, what they call it? Narcissist abuse. This thing is very real. What's narcissist abuse? It's psychological abuse because they were abused, and abused people abuse other people. Narcissist abuse is psychological abuse. But you can't do that with us because we're not going to fall for that. When I see it, sometimes you laugh certain things off so they don't have no power over you, or you just pray against it. Right? Remember, everything they do, remember, it's based on a reaction. Everything. Right? Everything. Right? What happens when you ignore someone for a certain amount of time? What happens when you ignore someone? Say someone saying, hello, hello, and you just ignore them. They're gonna feel stupid and they're gonna walk away. You ignore, sometimes, yeah, you have to ignore people sometimes. I hope you're being edified because I'm being edified. Let's see what else we can get. Thessalonians, because the scriptures do deal with this spirit. And yeah, it is a Jezebel spirit. Right? So these are men with effeminate type spirits. Men with the spirit of women upon them. Right? And it's a spirit of witchcraft. Alright? So if you're dealing with this, that's what you're dealing with. So you got to pray against that Jezebel spirit. Now, spirits don't die, by the way. But when you pray against it, you have no choice but to go to somebody else. It's looking for victims. Right? How do we know? Read, I forgot whether it's somewhere in 2 Kings. Read upon Ahab. Ahab married Jezebel. But the problem with Ahab, he was a king. So a king naturally has authority, right? Guess what? He was complaining because Naboth wouldn't give him that vineyard. And he was crying. And Jezebel used that as an opportunity and said, Naboth, why are you so sad and so forth? And not Naboth, it was Ahab, why are you so sad? And what did he reply? Because Naboth would not sell me his vineyard. So Ahab had the spirit of a victim. Ahab had the spirit of a victim, and this Jezebel spirit, guess what it acts upon? Victimization. So are you paying attention now? This is why I always try, no matter what's going on within my life, I try not to have the mentality of a victim. Now, you know, if you could be victimized, that's demonized. So Jezebel operates on victimization. You understand? That's why she said, look, I will deal with it. I will write a letter. Be careful of this spirit. This spirit, it sets people up. It sets people up. It's a wicked spirit. It's a spirit. Saying it's a sickness. Yeah, you could say it's more than a... See, people want to put medical terms on things. No. It's a spirit of narcissists. You know there's networks of narcissists. But they don't want to tell you this. There's networks of principalities. Right? How do you know? Because they act the same way. If you have people, right? Example, if you go to one spot, people are saying the same thing. You go to another spot, people are doing the same thing, because that's that same spirit. Right? That's that same spirit. So in the spirit and power of Yahweh by Sham Yahweh Shai, we cast down them strongholds. We cast down the Jezebel spirit, and we declare right now, in the name of Yahweh Shai, it will not have no power over us. It will have no authority over us. We cast down that Jezebel spirit in the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. We bind it and we return it back to who sent it. Because these spirits, another thing narcissists do, narcissists, they're known for, remember, they're heavily into witchcraft and dark arts. They also summon, listen, they also summon spirits, and they can also send them your way, and assignments. Have you ever heard the term of narcissistic assignments? These things, first it gets, yeah, the devil, he sends these spirits because it's a principality. So certain brothers, they also get people that get sent to you, assignments. Remember, the head narcissist is ringing people up around you and trying to get intel, right? Remember, this is a network. It's a network. It's people on phones, people trying to get close to you, and they're reporting back to their head narcissist, telling them he's doing this, he's doing that, right? Because the head narcissist knows he can't get next to you because you're not going to deal with him. I hope you're being edified. I hope you're being edified. I've learned so much about this topic, so much, and there's so much more, right? So much more, man. These people, they want to control you. They want to control the narrative. Because remember, another thing, they've pushed out lies as well. You know my slander, everything that's happened with me, this all happened by a group of envious arse individuals. Even when I'm not going into my personal details, you know, even when I was living before, this all happened by a grimy arse fucking niggas, man. Grimy arse, low roads, idolatry niggas, bro, that got jealous, that had envy in them, and they knew certain people, certain masons and certain people and of the occult, and these people went into stores and told them, you know this guy, I don't deal with him, he's this, he's that. And this is how this all started. Bro, listen, my targeting started through witchcraft. That's how it started. And through masonry, and through people going into stores, places, and making up lies. This was narcissism. Now, guess what? If I'm not buying into, remember, it's a script. They've told certain people, you're this way, he does this, he does that. Now, when people don't see that, guess what happens? Those people, they get punished, and people don't trust them. Because people are now looking, hold on, you said this and that about this guy. He's not like that. We've met him. We've spoken to him. So now them people, they get turned against. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? All right? I know how these people operate. I know how these people operate. I know how they operate. Their minds, I study their minds. Right? I know how they operate. These were people, these were envious people that were a part of a cult that sold their soul, and they tried to get me involved in something I'm not involved in. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you the truth. All right? All right? Bear me just a minute. And remember, these people, bro, they got a lot of debt to pay. They want to pass that debt on to you. Nah, bro. You're going to have to deal with that yourself, man. Bro, this thing is deeper than you think, bro. I'm telling you. All right, let's go to Timothy's. Another scripture on narcissism. Risk know also in the last days, perilous times shall come. Men shall be lovers of their own selves, right? Which is selfish, right? Covetous, right? Covetous, wanting what you have. Another sign of the spirit of Jezebel is very covetous. They see what you have and they want to take it. They don't want you with anything. They don't want you to have anything, man. Okay. Boasters, they boast a lot. Proud, very proud. You ask most of these people, they say, oh, I'm my own God, you know. Blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fairs, despiser of those that are good. Traitors, heady, high-minded. And yeah, these people are traitors as well, because remember, within their network, listen, within their network they have, remember, they don't even trust each other. It's doggy eat dog. Alright? Heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof from such turn away. So, it's describing their attributes, man. Man, this is a very prevalent thing. Oh yeah, and it also can happen in households as well. This is very real. It happens in households as well. Could have a father or mother that has those traits as well. Very vindictive, right? Very controlling, bro. That's why you got to pay attention, man. If Yahushua is showing you something, bro, he ain't going to lie. Yahushua's going to show you who's who and what's what. Right? This spirit, it seeks to dominate those that have some type of calling or some type of authority. The Jezebel spirit, it doesn't attack weak men. It tries to make strong men weak. Listen, I'm going to say that again. It doesn't attack weak men. It tries to make strong men weak. It tries to effeminize them. Bro, this is a spirit, bro. It's a spirit. It tries to effeminize them. So if that spirit is after you because you are strong and you are very manly, contrary to popular belief, but it tries to effeminize you. That's why you get certain people saying, are you alright? Are you sure? When people do that, they're trying to question your sanity and your judgment. Don't let people do that shit, man. Don't let people do that shit. Alright? All these dumb tactics that they do. Are you sure? Right? No worries. Fucking scripts. All these people have scripts. But that's a Jezebel spirit operating. Right? That's it. And I had to tell someone, listen, I'm not ramping, bro. I went into a store to buy some food and the guy was like, are you alright? I said, yeah. Are you alright? Are you alright? And I said, bro, don't do that. I had to just tell him, bro, don't do that, bro. Don't do that rubbish. Right? And I had to kind of set him in his place. Don't do that rubbish. See, so we have authority. So now you're not a pushover. Right? You don't want to be a pushover. But at the same time, you got to show, bro, you're not to be messed with. Because these people, listen, a narcissist doesn't have any boundaries. So guess what a narcissist do? A narcissist tests, how far can I go? Bro, they see how far can they go? How much can they get away with? That's why they're very dangerous people. That's why they're very dangerous people. They see how far they can go. Can I do this? Can I do that? And if nothing's said, bro, ain't no saying what they do. I'm describing the mindset of these people, man. I'm describing it. Right? And I've been told certain things. People have told me certain things like, you know what? Just get violent. Because certain people, they only respect violence, man. Now, with the certain things that have been happening, now, if I was to be violent, would it be justified? Yeah, for what these people are doing, but nah, because the scriptures we can't do that. But some of these people, they only respect violence. Now, if I was to start punching people up on road, right? Punching people up, which I know I could, right? Punching people up, punching this person up. Guess what? The targeting people would think twice about trying to mess with you, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Right? If you start slicing people in their face, bro, people would think twice, man. Right? People would think twice. But my whole thing, I'm not I'm not going to go into detail, but a few people I had to tell, bro, don't do that. Don't do that, bro. What are you doing? Don't do that around me, bro. Go somewhere else and do that. And now they stopped that, you know? Now they stop. And as I've said, that you got two imbeciles that walk past. Ha 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 ha. See, it's that same personality trait, bro. You see? And people do that as well. Ha 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 ha. It's a game to them, isn't it? It's based on attention, isn't it? But then you learn to have spiritual maturity as well. You got to mature in this. You have to mature. We have to mature. Well, if these people, guess what? If they know something annoys you, that's the worst thing you could do. If someone knows something annoys you, guess what they're going to continue doing? Doing that same thing. That's why you got to be wise. That's why you got to be wise. And these people do study you from afar as well. They study you. Oh yeah, and a narcissist, I'm talking about if it's a mother or father, they will also get their children to do the same thing as well. Right? They will also get their children to do the same thing. That's why some of it is inherently. But you can break that. You can break that. Right? It is a demon, by the way. It's a demon. Don't let anyone tell you, oh, it's a mental... It's a demon. That's what it is. And we're going to go to Thessalonians. Let me shut off. Bear me just a minute. But, man, hey, there's so much depth to this. There's so much depth. You have to be wise. You have to be circumspect. You have to protect your spirit. Oh, they were trying to get in your energy field as well. These type of people, they try to get into your space, your energy field. Right? They try to dump toxic. Remember, these individuals are very toxic. Very toxic. Right? Remember, they have something called, what's it called? They don't really have friends. They see people as property, as a way to get by. You know? That's what they see people as. Right? They do jumps, right? They do jumps from here to here to there to there. They're not loyal. Excuse me. They're not loyal. These are not loyal people. It's just that they do favors for each other because they all got dirt on each other. That's all. Okay? That's all. Or because they're stupid, or they respect the boss narcissist that they're scared of. That's all it is. But they jump from people to people. They don't have any real friends, man. And they can't be alone by themselves for a long time without speaking on the phone to someone for like an hour, 2 hours. Right? Very, very insecure people. Everything they do is a front, man. It's a bloody front. Right? And they like to mimic as well. Now, if you're very genuine, you're genuine, and you have your own personality, they want to mimic that. Because they don't have a real personality, bro. Right? So I'm just letting you know all the things, how these people operate, and not to buy into it. The only way these individuals have power is if you give them a reaction. Now, notice when you don't give them a reaction, what do? They quiet down. And they go on to somebody else who's naive. Remember, they look for naive, weak people, or people they think, oh, no, I shouldn't say that. They go for strong people. They go for strong people as well. Okay, because I did say it's a Jezebel spirit. Well, we're going to shut off soon. Hold on. But don't believe anything they say or anything they do. These people lie as well. They don't tell the truth. They lie. And they find it hard to, what's the word? To admit when they're wrong. You will never get an apology from these type of people as well. You could see they do something wrong. Guess what they say? They say, well, no, it wasn't me and this, but this and that, and don't, bro, you can't bother with some of these people, man. Well, I think you're overreacting. No, but you're overreacting and this and that. Bro, these people don't take any accountability, bro. No. That's why you got to let Yahweh deal with them, man. That's why the scripture says, vengeance belongeth unto me. Avenge not yourselves. And like I said, I want to say it again. Yes, they have a network. Narcissists have a network of other people that think just like them. A network of psychopaths. Right? Okay. Well, who do you think your gang stalkers are? Who do you think your gang stalkers are? Your gang stalkers are people with narcissistic traits, man. That people can give them money and they'll do it because they're stupid. Let's go to Thessalonians now. 2 and 10. And with all, hold on, let's go to, and with all deceivableness with unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause, the Heavenly Father shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. So our Heavenly Father, guess what he's doing as well? He's sending them strong delusions. So they have a strong delusion as well. You hear these people talk as well when they have conversations, man. They have multiple personalities, bro. Multiple. Alright, that's another sign of witchcraft as well. A lot of witches have multiple personalities. Why? Because they're dabbling in witchcraft. The demons are using them. Right? They speak one way, then they speak another way. It's like, hold on, that's not you. That's somebody else. That's a demon speaking through you. Alright, bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. This psychology stuff is heavy because the scriptures deal with that. Okay, but again, these people, the best advice is stick to the scriptures. When it does attack you, because that spirit would attack you, especially if you have something good going for you, it would attack you. Oh yeah, the gaslighting. Well, guess where that comes? The gaslighting is Jezebel, narcissist. That's one of the major gaslighting. Remember, it's a network, right? Why do they gaslight? To get you to question your reality, right? But you don't fall for it because we know Satan is the ultimate gaslighter. These people, they want, you know what I'm saying? I hope this has been edifying. Boy, we're gonna do, Lord willing, we're gonna do another lesson on narcissism, bro. These people are miserable, man. All right? But they need, that's it. They need supply. Narcissists, they need supply. All right? And once they see you can't be manipulated, they move on to the next, man. Right? It's about control with them. Right? They want to feel like they're in control. That's why they have to slam doors. You know, it's narcissists love slamming doors. Have you noticed that? Narcissists love slamming doors, isn't it? Right? Because that's the only way they can regulate their emotions. That's the only way they can feel like they're in power. Bro, there's a psychology behind it. You got to ask them, why do they slam doors? Why do they slam doors? So if you're living with someone and they're slamming a door, why? Because that's the way of their form of control. Right? That's their form of control. Oh, maybe if I slam the door, I can intimidate him and no. That's, see, again, spoiled brat, childish behavior. It's within them. That's something within them that has not been fixed. That's why you got to heal from that trauma, whatever it is. Right? Or let me slam a glass on the table. Let me talk loud. Bro, study this, man. Type in psychology of narcissism, and you see a lot. Right? Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm going to shut off here. And until the next time, shalom.